Good morning. Happy Wednesday. We've made it halfway through the week. Yes, we have. I am so exhausted from doing this VBS only because it goes until 8:30. Well, yeah, it goes until 8:30 at night. So by the time we get home, get him a little snack and get him settled, it's even later. And if you know me, I go to bed super early. I need my sleep. I go to bed super early, so this has been very difficult for me. But we've made it halfway. Which he really enjoys VBS, so I'm so glad he's been going there. I don't know if this is the third year or the fourth year, but it's the same place he used to do T-ball. So he knows some of the coaches and some of the other kids. Plus this year his best friend is going to, so that makes them both a little bit more comfortable to be there. But it's hard. It is hard. Oops, I'm gonna throw this on because I grabbed the wrong one. But this is the eyelash serum. It's natural, so even if it gets in your eyes, it's not gonna sting. It's not gonna discolor your lids like other ones, and it doesn't have oil in it. So if you wear lash extensions, you can still use this. I was going for the brow one. I thought about the lash one last night when I got into bed. I still didn't take one upstairs. The more consistent you are with taking that, the better. And you'll see a huge growth. And speaking of being consistent, I'm going to take my collagen shot. 5,000 milligrams of white fish marine type 1 collagen. This also has apple cider vinegar, I'm forgetting. Apple cider vinegar, vitamin C, so that your body can produce or absorb the collagen. I'm forgetting an ingredient, but that's okay. I'm going to use the same palette that I used yesterday, palette 10. I am doing the eyeshadow primer, which is good if you have hooded eyes or oily eyes, if your eyes crease. I wanted to take a picture last night, but like I said, it was so late, and when I was taking my makeup off, I didn't have my phone in there. But this makeup, this eyeshadow was popping just as much last night as it was when I put it on. So I cannot say enough good things about using a primer. To be honest, I don't know if they still make it anymore, but before I started with Unique, I used to use e.l.f. primer, which I'm sure was very cheap. A tube, regardless of where you get it, it's generally this size tube. It lasts forever. So I think I finished off one other tube. This is my second tube, and it's been probably 5 years that I've had gone through. It's taken me 5 years to go through 2 tubes, and I'm not even all the way done with that one. Okay, so I'm just putting the same caramelish one on the corner color in my, well, a little bit above my crease. I'm creating my own crease above my crease so that when I open my eyes, it's still there. I don't know if most people do their eyeshadow with their eyes closed, but if you have hooded eyes, you want to make sure your eyes are open when you're applying your eyeshadow. And I haven't opened my new package, but I did get the wellness, I don't even know what it was called, wellness starter pack. And it came with some biotin gummies. I don't typically take this because I do exalted greens that has biotin in it. But these are really yummy. They're like gummies. It's gonna help your hair, skin, and nails. And it's gonna help if you get gray hairs, like gray hair. It is going to help prevent gray hair. So if you get your hair dyed to cover up the grays, it will prolong the time in between that you're actually needing to get them touched up. Anyhow, I got the wellness pack because I do exalted that has the biotin. I don't take those regularly. They sit on my desk, but I don't really take them. So that being said, I have 2 packs. There's 60 in there. You take 2 at a time, so it would be a 30-day supplement. If anybody wants to try them, I have 2 bags that I will sell for 50% off. Just message me. They're the gummies, biotin gummies. They taste really good. They taste like fruit snacks, and I could eat more, but I just I don't take them. I don't want to take so many, really the greens and the collagens, all I take daily. I don't want to take so many supplements and potions and pills and whatever else, or even vitamins, that your body can't absorb it, and you're just washing it out. So I stick with my greens, and that's it. Sorry, that's really loud. Okay, I just went in with the darker shade in the corner and the top. I'm debating if I want to do the exact same look because I thought it was really pretty. I think I am. That's going in with the middle. Plus it matches my gray shirt. I am going to spray this. This is also going to help with the vibrancy of your color. And it's going to stay on all day. And it's going to help prevent fallout. Which, another side note, I have done this for a long time. I've known about this years and years, like since high school, because I used to make my own eyeliner with eyeshadow. I would just get the brush wet, and then apply my eyeliner on top from eyeshadow. And that's going to help with, like, if you're using a traditional eyeliner, a lot of times it's going to be black or brown, and it's going to be super thick and, like, takes away from your eye look instead of using something more soft. Plus, it's easier if you're trying to do a wing or just learning how to do eyeliner on the top. It's going to be more forgiving to use a brush like this with a wet, get the brush wet, and then use an eyeshadow to make an eyeliner. But I always used water, and I guess I didn't really think about it that you should be using something more sterile. Like, this is the rose water. You could use a setting spray. You could even use distilled. Is it distilled? I think it's distilled water because it doesn't have the bacteria in it that you can get, or it doesn't breed bacteria. if you're using water. So you just want to be careful if you are doing that with your eyeshadows, that you're cleaning your eyeshadow palette with alcohol, cleaning your brushes. Otherwise you could end up with like an eye infection. Okay. And I really want to use my self tanner again. I don't like using that every single day because it doesn't wear off. I don't need it every day. But I really like having some color on my face while it's summertime. So simple. And I'm gonna do some chocolate soufflé for contour. I'm literally doing the same thing I did yesterday. But hey, when you like the results, why change it, right? I did pick out a different lip color. It's still a lip stain, but I picked out a different color. I like, since it's summertime, not having a full face of makeup, and I don't have time. I'm trying to get out the door anyway. I try and get to work early by 8, and that is late compared to, you know, dropping Finley off at school and then heading to work. It just gives me a little bit of color back. And I'm gonna put I could do a different blush. I don't know what I'll do if I can find it. I'll do Frosted Grape. This is a really pretty color too. It's like a purplish shimmer, and I like to go right above my eye just to put some warmth, some color. And I try and keep this no further down than the top of my ear. It's got a little shimmer to it, but I actually feel like put together. I need to go through my stock and do a flash sale. So if there's something that you've been wanting, right now the masks are buy one get one 50% off, which is a huge deal. I did that. They offer it usually once, maybe twice a year. They did it, I don't remember if it was Christmas or if it had to have been Christmas. So that's what I gave for the teacher gifts last year. So now's the time to stock up. And it's not limited, so you can get, you can get the eye mask. You can get 2 of the eye masks. You can get whatever, creamy clay and charcoal, and the overnight mask, and you're going to be getting 2 of them at 50% off. So it's not limited to just one. But anyhow, if you've been wanting to try something, let me know. I'll see if I have it, because I've been needing to go through my stock. I shouldn't say stock because that sounds wrong, because you don't have to have stock in this. But when they do the buy one get one free, if I'm buying it anyway, I'm obviously getting the one free, and I don't always necessarily need that free item. Like the palette that I used today, palette 10, a couple months ago it was free with any purchase. Well, the palette that I use today, it's not, like, I can't even wear that one down. I'll use that one for a long time. So I have a free extra palette. That's what I'm saying. This is the tubing mascara, so it is going to create tubes around each one of your lashes and apply the lash growth serum to help your lashes grow out. You also do not need makeup remover to remove this. It comes off in tubes with warm water. So if you are somebody that doesn't wash your face and you just, maybe you only wear mascara, I mean, maybe you have a full face, but maybe you just wear mascara and you hop in the shower at night. And I know that's a big perk for some people. They don't want to have to remove it before they hop in the shower. They just want to hop in the shower and you don't get raccoon eyes because it comes off in tubes. This also has two sides on here on the brush for application. I like to let it dry a little bit before I do another one. This is a different color. This is Friendly, I think is what it's called. Yeah. And this isn't gonna dry out your lips. Obviously a little bit darker than the color that I wore yesterday, that I've been wearing daily. The other color looks just like my actual lips, but it's hydrating, so it hydrates them. It feels wet when you put it on. It will dry and then it will not come off. So I got a couple more minutes and then I gotta get out of here. And if there's something that you want besides the mask special, I can build you a cart and you're gonna get discounted 10 up to 20% off. Depending on how many items you have in your cart, you are gonna get a free gift, so you can play around and, you know, really customize what you're getting. It's kind of hard to see my lashes with this darker metallic color, but I still think it's pretty. So I don't have any foundation on again. I just have my all-in-one color sticks. So I had 2 of them on the lip stain and palette 10 in my brows. Throw on. That's it. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and message me if you wanted to try out the biotin gummies, or if you wanted to build your own cart or get the BOGO buy one get one half off face mask. And I hope you have a wonderful day.